Hi guys, my name is Martin. Welcome back to Hearts of Iron. So we are straight into the game here. We are looking at the factions map. Since when did Poland join? Or were we at the faction map? Come to think of it. Do they have a faction of their own, maybe? Non-aligned, no elections, that's the policies. Ah yeah, they are the faction leaders of the Mitsimorze. Whatever that means, it sounds awesome. Cool. You go Poland. Kick ass, take names. Preferably German ones. Prague, how's Prague looking? Prague is looking strong. Let's have a look at this battle. Yeah, pushing it's a rumble. And the Czechs have the air superiority. That's kind of interesting. Oh, we have free military factories. Our conversion is going swimmingly, it seems. Let's wrap up or rank up on the fighters a little bit. Yeah, they're just pushing everywhere. Let's see how many men the Germans lost. 128,000. A lot more than the Czechs. And the Yugoslavians and everyone put together. So that's pretty damn good. Every German who dies in a war against the Czechs and the Yugoslavians is a German less that we have to fight at a later date. And I quite understand why the Italians aren't joining this circus. Who's doing the most? 31% are from bombing. Right. I'm actually participating a lot too from bombing. That's kind of interesting. I do not know how to read this number. 6.4. 6.4 watts. Oh, I lost a bomber too. I don't know. Because is it civilian factories? Is it military factories? Are they destroyed? Can they be rebuilt easily? I don't know. Can I see something about my efficiency? It's 87.5. I had an accident. Was that the one bomber I lost? It was an accident. Sweet. Can we see something about the anti-aircraft capabilities? They have no. Okay, so that's why they have nothing. Well, we're not losing anything. They have no anti-aircraft guns and they have no active enemy fighters. So we are unopposed. So we could just go balls to the walls and just bomb the hell out of northern Germany. Probably because they are busy down here. Let's see, in Czechoslovakia, we do not have 144 bombers, fighters. Are they allied fighters? Maybe. Western Balkan anti-air guns. Yeah, they must be allies. So someone is bringing a lot of fighters and support planes, whatever that means. So where are all the Germans? Are they here? They're in northern France. They're just having a blast bombing the crap out of Germany. Sorry, of France. I'm doing close air support, actually. Did I lose any? No. They don't have bombers, they have no fighters there. Where are the German fighters? There they are. In the Alpine region. Okay. What are they doing there? No fighting in the Alpine region, Mr. German. Very, very strange. Very strange. Prague is holding. Yugoslavia is kinda holding. Yeah. Something that'd be really interesting would be if what are Germany working on? Army innovations. So they're not doing anything like Danzig or war stuff. So we kind of threw a wrench into their machine, so to speak. And there's the gas mask thing. Are you in their faction? No, you're not. Alright, let's have a new focus then. And we were doing this one in order to get rid of the national spirit, the war to end all wars. Because that's going to help our manpower. Oh, can't we take it actually? We can't get it until December 31st. Tell you what, it's going to be how many days? 30, 40, 45 days. Well, that's half a focus. No, then I will do something. I was considering going without a focus for a little while. But no. Let's get something. General rearmament will reduce the number of consumer goods factories. How many do we have? 27. That's a fair bit. So that'll be reduced by 5%. What else could we do? Air defense. Air experience and anti-aircraft guns. Well, we don't really need them right now. It seems like the Germans aren't really strong in the air. Air bases. Naval rearmament. Let's get this one. As we continue. Oh, I think Germany just declared war on Holland. No, Holland just became communist. Japan declared war on the Netherlands. Okay. So the Japans were looking to take all these nice colonies, and Netherlands would have nothing of it, and joined the faction. Japanese war on China. Yeah, it's a defensive war. So they just included in all of that matchup that we have here. Okay, so maybe that means, well, the Japanese and the Germans aren't allied, right? So they can't just waltz through Holland. Yeah, it's kind of a funny game. Are you the least bit communist? No, you're not. You just have like common enemies, enemy of my enemy, and all that. Prague holding. Czechs actually pushing here. You could get a little bit of a surround going there. No. Are you pushing? No, it looked like you were. State owner and controller is the same as German territory. Seems like there's a Czechoslovakian troop in there. Interesting. Anyway, Prague is holding, and the line is holding fairly well. if they will win this war eventually, it's not going to be a swift and decisive win. That much is for sure. We lost 180,000, 140,000 on the opposing side, and very few losses for the principal allies. So awesome. Tactical bombers here. Oh, didn't mean to do that. 5.8. I still don't know what it means. Oh, well, if I look at it in terms of months, it's much higher. So this is what? 30 days? 1 day? This is 1 month. And we haven't been bombing for 1 year yet, so okay, I guess we're gonna keep it like this. We have a full aero superiority over England, and that's going to stay that way. Should I see if we can do something about these enemy bombers? I mean, I could rebase my entire 743 fighter force to the north of France, just to see if we could do something about that fighter force. Sorry, bomber force. Because I suspect that... What are they doing actually? Maybe I can't see that because it's not my territory, but I would assume that they are bombarding the French factories. Can I see here? Health is high, it seems. It's at 100% anyway. I can't see anything here. Well, I suppose it's a thing I could do. So if I take my air force, which is here, my fighter squadron, and I scratch it, yes, and then I go to an allied air base like here, it can hold 2,000 planes. I'll send all of my Hurricanes and all of my Gladiators. I'll send the max to 1,000, and I say okay. So we are deploying. We'll see how many losses we take, because we do have an old technology. Our fighters are not good fighters, so to speak. So you will do air superiority. What's better? Attempt to achieve air superiority by engaging fighters and secondarily enemy bombers and other planes. Prevent. Okay, let's do this because he doesn't have any enemy fight. We don't have any enemy fighters right now. So let's see what happens. Now we have 745 fighters in the air, and we'll want to watch enemy bombers lost. We'll want to watch that one. There's one, and we lost 2 fighters for 1 bomber. And there's a decryption. Frequency analysis. We are slowly replacing our old interwar bombers with Hurricanes, so the quality is going up, but mostly we have old technology fighters. It is 1938, pretty much, so let's have a look at some industry. We already have that because 39 isn't a thing yet. Engineering. We could go for radar. I'm not feeling it. Air, no. Aren't there any 39 techs? Yes, there are. Artillery. Crusader tanks. Nothing in support. Yes, let's do weapons too. That would be nice to get a jump on that. And I want to have a look at this one and keep an eye on these two numbers. We're losing fighters. It seems like we're losing them a lot faster than they are losing bombers. Like a hell of a lot faster. They're not losing bombers at all. Well, very slowly. How are they losing them actually? How are we losing them? Shot down in air battle. To whom? I wonder if their fighters are actually, their bombers are actually like heavy fighters or something that can do both things. On there they lost 6 in an air battle. Enemy bombers disrupted. We're also stopping them from doing bomber runs. So that's something. Maybe we want to look at that too. Huh. How's Northern Germany doing? Oh, this is the same thing that we're looking at everywhere. Buildings bombed, yeah. 20. 14. We're losing 1 to 2. I would probably be okay with 1 to 2 if we could keep that ratio. Now they're actually pushing them away from Prague. For real? No, that was just the air zone. Still 2 infantry in Prague. Still holding in Yugoslavia as well. Disrupting them. Bombing them. Good times. Maybe I want to send these guys to the East Northern Sea instead. And do naval strike there. Mission efficiency 11%. That's horrible. No. You go to the channel. See something, you kill it. Northern front. Oh dear God. 30. We lost 1 to an accident. 33. We're turning a lot of bombers away though. 479. Let's see if this number stays more or less the same, or if it increases with time. Well, it increased there. We're racking up some air experience though, so that's something. Prague is doing good. Love to see it. That's embarrassing, Germany. That's really embarrassing. So we have 48, 50, almost 60 divisions here. Well, more than 60, I think. The Italians, we do not know what they have in there, but we're not at war with them. So the French could actually push here. They could. Probably won't. 235,000. So that's 150. That's 180. So they lost more than 50,000 troops more than the Czechs and the Yugoslavians. Gotta love it. This I do not love. Is it worth it? I mean, France is doing fine on their own, aren't they? Where's my air wing? Do normal operations. Do it a day so you can see something. Maybe that'll change it a little bit. 20. The AA isn't getting anything. They do have AA guns here, but they aren't shooting anything down. New Year's is coming upon us. Hitler won't be celebrating 1939 in Prague, because the Czechs are not to be trifled with. The Italian front is not moving, obviously. So we have the biggest tank. So we'll certainly consider building some of those. Actually, we won't. We might go to the Churchill though, in 41. For now, we'll stay with the Matilda. I only took that to get it out of the way. Let's get some more. We're already doing this, and it's still going to be a while. We are doing that. I feel like I may want to get paratroopers and marines. Why don't we go for the 39 tech of all of this stuff? Engineers we have in pretty much all of our divisions. That'll do a lot for us. So what are we looking at? 1 to 3 more or less. Northern Germany. We lost 2 bombers, both of them to accidents. Oh, we have 3 dockyards, so that means our destroyers finished once more. Let's queue up another one. Maybe throw in a... no, they're tick 1. I don't want to produce the class 1 of anything, really. You can do that, that's fine. Like so. What's our naval tech looking like? I would like to go directly to the tech tree without having to go through the actual research slot. I wonder if that's possible in any way. Can't right click, no. So, what was I looking for? Kind of slipped my mind totally. What was I looking at? Oh yeah, battleships. I wanted to see how close we were. It's in 1940. We can start working on this tier 3 stuff. And tier 2 for the battle cruisers. So right now we're just doing the light cruisers and the destroyers, and then we'll have a look later on. Alright, you're done. The light tank is still... we're not going to do the Vickers and infantry equipment, support equipment, still the same thing. The interwar bomber. Are we doing that right now? Yes, we're doing the Vickers Wellington. When will that finish? 77 days. It's gonna be a while. Okay. So where do I want to put my stuff? Into fighters, probably. We're losing them left and right. So let's ramp up the Hurricane production. And we are at 100% now. Japan is responsible for 47% of the world's energy. That's awesome. That's pretty awesome. Japan, you're the best. 21 to 52 still. I don't know how to read this. 2152. Then I go here. It's 1959. What does that mean? Here's nothing. Odd. We are disrupting their bombing, and we are keeping them steady at 480. So I guess that's the number that they assigned for this front. They're still not putting any fighters into the mix. Where are your fighters, Germany? You have some enemy and you have some German anti-tank guns there. But there are a lot of active, probably French planes there. And then you have 80 fighters in Alpine. I do not get why. Why would you put them there? And you have 200 in the Tyrrhenian Sea. Really? Are you looking for my fleet? But why would you do fighters in the Tyrrhenian Sea? Makes no sense to me. No, I don't get it. I'm sorry. I do not get it. 5 divisions now in Prague. It's not looking any better for the Germans against the Czechs. Yugoslavians holding as well. Losses are mounting. Yeah, 60,000 casualties, worse for wear. New Zealand is sporting 3 divisions, that's pretty good. I have 43. How many does France have? 102. That's pretty good. Kind of embarrassing that the Czechs have a lot more divisions than I do. What was that whistle? Naval battle there. Okay, sank some convoys. Awesome. Nothing much going on down here. How's my Mediterranean fleet doing? Where's it at right now? It's right there in the Eastern Mediterranean. Did you see any action? Well, you're a little hurt. The HMS Neptune. What's your setting here? When you suffer mild damage, then you'll go. So I guess you're not mildly damaged yet. There's my Gloucester Sea Gladiator. I will want to produce some of those, because my carriers are running without a full complement of fighters, which is kind of a bad thing. So on our support things here, we would like to get an upgrade to the logistics company, I think. Weren't those the ones that we... Yes. Let's get better logistics. That'll be awesome. We have a lot of air experience. I think what we'll do then is we will make a variant of the fighter, the carrier fighter, the Sea Gladiator. Here, we'll want it to have better weapons. The engine helps it gain better speed and air attack. No, not air attack. Just the speed then. Also the agility. Yes. And then we'll want it to be reliable. Maybe like so. It's 175. That fits pretty well. Anyone's going to cost us 50. Yes. We'll save that variant. It's the Mark 1. And we will build ourselves a Mark 1 Sea Gladiator. Put it up a little bit. And then we'll cut down on the Hurricanes and the tanks. Probably the motorized as well. We'll want to put a lot of factories into infantry equipment too once it's ready. Oh, I didn't mean to go bombers. Yeah, you're doing right. Military factories 29, so 10 factories for the carrier fighters. Yes, awesome. So let's just find quickly the fleets. That's not... Is this where you do this? No, it's probably in the air tab here. We'll find the HMS Courageous and set the fighters here to, well, 12 more. There. That is... which was that? Was that the Courageous? Yes. The Eagle. Oh, we have the Eagle and the Furious here. Right. Now I get it. So, you need 9 more. So that's 27. There. And you need 14 more. Actually, if I do this, no. 12, that's, I don't know, 30, what, 3? So that's 45. Okay, so that's the Mediterranean fleet. And then we have the Glorious, which can fit 15 more. That's 21. Oh. Like so. 45. Yes. Good. Close that, and off you go. Produce me some Hurricane. No, the Gladiator Mark 1. We lost stuff 33. Well, we're holding steady, it seems. 21 to 62. I do not know what Germany is doing, since they can't punch through Czechoslovakia. They have a lot of divisions. They should be able to do so quite easily. But it's cool. Let's see here. Can we do this now? Yes. Get it done. We want to get our manpower up, and we are positive now. When we get to 150, we can change our laws so that we increase our recruitable population from, I think, 1.5% up to, I don't know, 10% or something. That'll be great. Okay, I'll put a card in here though. I think it's time for dinner too for me. Kind of hungry. I'll see you all again next time. Bye for now.